Everybody, I'm going to do a video review on this knife here. This is the Timberline full contact fighter flipper knife, and it is an extremely good deal. We'll get into that in a second, but first let's get into this. Let's get into this blade. You got 3.6 inches. Now this is where it's going to get kind of varying in what truth you want to believe. I want to believe that it's D2 tool steel. However, I did see a website where it said this was 8CR13 MOV. So, I guess it kind of depends on which dreamland you want to live in. That being said, there were 3 websites that went D2 and one with the 8CR13 MOV. Oddly enough, the one with the 8CR13 MOV was the most expensive website for buying this knife. So, just check that out. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. It's not like you're trying to choose between M390 and AUS 8 or something. Those are, I mean, D2 is obviously better, but those are not super high end. Alright, so there, you got 5.4 inch closed on the scales, and overall you got 9 inches in length. So, this is a pretty beastly little knife. I mean, you look at my chunky hands, wrap that thing around, you still got good length of knife hanging out the end there. There you go, take a look at that. Alright, you got open construction. You got tip down, left, right carry, so there won't be any lanyards on this thing, not really a reason. It's long enough, and it's not going to help it come out of the pocket at all, so this will be lanyard free this year. This is the only place you're going to see these liners milled out, I believe. Let's check in there. Yeah, except for the liner lock cutout area there. However, one website said these were stainless steel liners, and that's not true. I ran that magnet up and down here, and the only place it caught was on the little screw thingies here, and the clip, and the pivot, and of course the blade. So some people are saying this is titanium, and it looks titanium-ish. So let's see right here. I don't think they would have stuck an insert in there if it wasn't some kind of stainless, right? So they stuck that liner lock insert so that the titanium wouldn't rub on the steel blade. Check out that blade. Half of it, the flats are satin finished, and then of course the grind is bead blasted. Now there are some issues with the knife. It feels like the top of the blade is a little bit rough here, like it could have been finished better. And the flipper tab that comes down and creates this choil area here is a little bit obtrusive. It's a little bit pointy because of the way it is finished. It's got that angular cut to it, the unfinished feel to it. But that being said, I paid $19.99 for this knife, and that is insane. You got, this thing is running on a IKBS bearing system. So what you got here is a titanium linered G10 scales, possibly D2 tool steel, a bearing system, flipper for 20 bucks. Now let's just say you couldn't get it for 20 bucks. Let's say you didn't get the same deal as I did. Check this out. What $20 knife comes with that? What $40 knife comes with that? Hard foam zipper pouch. That's really cool. I know you know. Of course you've guessed by now. This came from China. But China is obviously doing some good things, because imagine if it was about 10 months ago. Well, for 10 months for me. And you didn't know a dadgum thing about knives and knife companies. And somebody stuck these 2 knives in your face. Now you got the zero tolerance 560 here, and they stuck both of these on you and said, look, you can have this knife with the titanium frame lock. Now the steel on this is of course a little bit better. This is LMAX steel. Titanium frame lock, same length blade, a little bit different shape on the blade. G10 scale on this side, or you can have this one, D2 steel, flipper, G10, titanium liners. I'm gonna give you this one for $200, and I'm gonna give you this one. Let's just say I'm gonna give you this one for 60 bucks. How are you gonna go with that? I mean, the quality is here. The quality's here. And oh, and I'm gonna stick this one in a cardboard box and ship it to you like that. Or I'm gonna ship you this one and this really cool foam lined pouch with a zipper on it. You don't know anything about them. Never heard of Zero Tolerance, never heard of Kai. You don't know who the heck Timberline is. Of course, that hasn't changed for me. I still don't know who the heck Timberline is. But still, just on a pure quality basis, you can't beat this. If you can get 3 or 4 of these for one of these, and then just to get this deal this week, which was crazy, to get this for 20 bucks, that's insane. So, I don't want to mention names, but there's a channel out there. I'll ask him if I can put his link down at the bottom here. I just don't want to start name dropping. But he's the one that advised me on this knife. Or not advised me, but advised everybody that watches his videos. So I ran over there, grabbed a couple of them, and just sight unseen on what he was saying, the way he was looking at them. And he was totally right. The thing flips like a dream. The thing holds really, really well. Like I said, you got that a bit of obtrusion there, but that's not too bad. As long as you're not going to be chopping trees down with this. This still feels really good in hand. Let's check out the weight. This just to show that those aren't stainless steel liners. On a very similar shaped knife, very similar size. If those are stainless steel and the other one is sport and titanium, there should be a huge difference in the weight. Let's check that out. Alright, you get right at 6 on the 560. Let's see what we got here. I think it's a little over 6. So you got 6.4 on the Timberline full contact. That's not enough weight for a stainless steel liner. Now let's check this out. This is the Kershaw strobe. Bearings, stainless steel, G10, smaller blade. Don't forget how right at 3-inch blade. I just did a review on this. Flipper, everything's stainless on this thing. This is like 25-30 bucks. So let's check that out. So you got 4.4 ounces. So this is 2 ounces more. But check out the difference in that. This came in a, I think this came in a plastic cutout that I had almost cut my fingers off trying to open. One of those plastic vacuum sealed. Check that out. So there you go. If you happen to get one of these for 20 bucks, you're super happy. If you happen to find one out there for 40 bucks, you're going to be happy. 60 bucks, you're still going to be happy. This is a cool knife. If you're wanting a flipper that runs on bearings, that's smooth, it's not going to break your budget. Left, right, either way you want to carry it. I can't think of too many things that are better than this, especially at 60 bucks. As you move up, you know, it's going to get less and less return on it, and you won't have the prestige of owning a ZT but how many? And I understand the prestige part of this. The only reason I want a Chris Reeves Sebenza is prestige. There's hardly anything about the knife. Of course, I've never held one. I hear that's a big deal, but as far as looking at it, nothing really says buy the Chris Reeves Sebenza. But I want it. I want it because I want to say, yeah, I have a Chris Reeves Sebenza. Of course. What good knife collector doesn't? But if you take all that away and you're just looking for quality and you're looking for something that's going to last, something that's going to do the same exact job at about 1/4 the price, and if you got this deal, then you're looking at about 1/8 to 1/10 the price. This is a really, really good knife. And if as far as being from China, I don't see it being a clone of anything. If it is a clone of something, I'm totally lost. I just think it's a good Chinese bearing system flipping knife that's made with titanium. It's kind of like that CH whatever it is 3504 skull flipper knife. Just a good knife on its own. Alright, so there you go. I'm starting to get into the rambling section of my video, but I wanted to show that to you. I did buy a couple of these. I'm not sure I dislike them enough to start putting them in a giveaway. Who knows? There might be something coming up for that. But anyways, check this out. If you can still get to that website, I'll put the link down below. And I think that one might be sold out, but it'll be worth keeping an eye on for them to come back at that price. I think Amazon has them for $45 right now, and of course Knife Center's at well over 100. I think they're 115 or 120 over there. So check this out. The Timberline Greg Lightfoot Full Contact Fighter Flipper. Like here, subscribe here. Leave a comment down here. I know a couple of y'all have these, so let us know what you think of them. And I will talk to y'all later.